She didn't leave. She didn't vanish into thin air. Camille Morris knew the danger she was in. The question isn't where she went. It's what she took with her and who followed. Unheard Evidence presents a chilling new chapter in the Willow Creek saga. A missing journalist, a deleted call, and a fire tower that was supposed to be dead, but never was. When Camille's apartment in Bend was found locked from the inside, investigators made a list of possible scenarios: voluntary disappearance, foul play, or what the lead officer wrote, oddly, in his own shorthand, vol au comp, voluntary compliance, meaning, in his words, she went somewhere she was told to go, willingly or close enough to it. But there was something about the scene that didn't fit the idea of Camille simply fleeing. Her wallet was still in the kitchen drawer. Her passport sat untouched in a showbox under the bed. And yet, her encrypted drive, the one she carried everywhere, was gone. Even stranger, a single printed photo lay on her desk, face down. On the back, in block letters, 3 words, "Look to Doyle." When Camille sent the 43-second audio clip to 3 journalists and 1 podcast producer in July 2022, she included a separate password file to unlock it. None of them received that second message. One of those journalists, a Seattle-based freelancer named Marikim, later testified in a podcast interview that she watched the email thread disappear from her inbox in real time. It was there. I opened it. I clicked the attachment to preview it and then, blink, gone. Not in trash. Not in archive. Just gone. Like it had never been sent. The podcast producer, Adrian Vega, had a similar experience. Only his version came with a warning. My phone rang about 40 minutes after I got Camille's first email. Number was blocked. Male voice. Calm. Said, if you open what she sent, you become part of the chain. If you become part of the chain, you can't break it. Then they hung up. Kenneth Doyle was a dispatcher on duty the night Eli and Marlene Winters were murdered. By the time Camille started pulling at that thread, Doyle hadn't been seen publicly in over a decade. What little she'd uncovered before vanishing painted a bizarre picture. Retired suddenly in 2011, citing family relocation. No DMV renewals, no property purchases, no death certificate. A ham radio license still pinging to a fire tower in Elk Ridge, just 22 miles from where Tamara Vance's abandoned car was found in 2010. That tower, according to Bureau of Land Management records, had been decommissioned in 2008. No active ranger assignment. No maintenance logs. Yet, someone was still using its radio equipment and accessing a restricted microwave relay line once connected to emergency services. When Daniel Cho, Camille's closest remaining contact, went through her old cloud backups, he found fragments of a draft she had been working on. The document stopped mid-sentence, but in it, she'd written, "If you're reading this, I'm either gone or being kept somewhere." The call wasn't just from inside the Winters house. It was patched. Lead. A real-time overlay from another source. Doyle knew. He was the hand on the switch. The question is, why would a dispatcher risk his career to intercept a call unless it wasn't the first time? That last line had a date written beneath it. The 17th of September, 2009, Garrison Hollow incident. Missing call number 1. No such case appears in Willow Creek's public crime database. In February 2023, 2 months after Camille vanished, an elderly man named Robert Halley came forward with a story no one in the official investigation had ever recorded. Halley, a retired lineman for Oregon's rural telephone network, claimed he'd been dispatched to repair a downed line on the night of the Winters murders. Halley said he heard something unusual on his truck's emergency monitor at 11:47 p.m., a faint woman's voice cutting through static. She said they were inside. Then she said a name, but it wasn't Winters, and it wasn't Rusk. It was something I didn't know. Sounded like Colden or Golden. Right after that, dead air. When Halley reported it to his supervisor, he was told the interference was a known issue and to ignore it. Public land records show the Elk Ridge Fire Tower was leased for private research between 2011 and 2013 to a shell company registered in Nevada. That company dissolved 6 months after Kenneth Doyle's last confirmed P.O. box payment. Former BLM Ranger Evelyn Sarton agreed to speak off the record. Her statement was short, but telling. "I don't care if you use my name. That tower is supposed to be dead. But I've driven past it at night, lights on, generator running, and I swear I heard voices coming off the shortwave. Male, female, not rangers, not locals. Tamara Vance, the fired caregiver who had once worked for the Winters, had always been a fringe suspect. But a subpoenaed phone record from a 2010 trial notes reveals she received 2 calls from a number later traced to the dispatch center's internal line. Both calls happened in the week before the murders. Both lasted under 60 seconds. Why would a dispatcher call a recently terminated caregiver? The official answer, misdial. Camille's private notes, preserved in Daniel Cho's printout, suggested otherwise. The only people with access to that line were on duty or in administration. Doyle was on both calls. What happened to Camille? Theories split into 2 camps. Silenced, Camille was abducted or killed to prevent further exposure to the Winters case cover-up. Or in hiding, she staged her disappearance, taking the uncorrupted version of the call with her. A strange development tilted some toward the second theory. In May 2023, a 17-second clip was posted anonymously to a dark web whistleblower board. The audio quality matched Camille's recovered file, but this version contained a single, previously unheard phrase. After the whisper of "it wasn't an accident," the woman on the line says, almost inaudibly, "Tell Camille, the tower." In August 2023, Daniel Cho received a text from an unlisted number. Coffee, 10 a.m., by the bridge. The bridge was a pedestrian overpass in Salem they'd once used for off-the-record exchanges. When Daniel arrived, he found a small padded envelope duct tape beneath the bench. Inside, a burner phone and a note written in Camille's handwriting. The note read, "Not safe. Don't try to find me. Doyle's not alone. The name they got wrong will matter. Wait for transmission." The burner phone contained 1 audio file, only static for 4 minutes, then a faint voice at the end. "We have 12 days. Today, there is no official investigation into Camille's disappearance. Willow Creek PD closed a Winters case years ago, citing no credible new evidence. Doyle's last known address remains vacant. The Elk Ridge Fire Tower is still listed as decommissioned. But the whispers haven't stopped. Some believe the transmission Camille reference is still coming, that she's somewhere, feeding information in base, waiting for the right moment to drop everything she knows. Others think the opposite, that whatever's at Elk Ridge already silenced her, and the files she carried are locked in some vault, or was, destroyed. The voice on that call, whoever she was, warned that it wasn't an accident. Camille believed her, and if she's still out there, she's betting someone else will believe her too. But belief is dangerous in Willow Creek. Sometimes it's the last thing you do. If Camille's still out there, someone is helping her stay hidden. If she's not, the files she carried could be the only thing left of her. What do you believe happened? Drop your theories in the comments, and subscribe to Unheard Evidence so you don't miss the next chapter. The truth isn't finished speaking.